Hey you guys, thank you so much for tuning in and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to look at a beautiful colorful rainbow palette, and this is from ILLAMASQUA. I've been eyeing this palette for definitely over 5 months now. First I took a look at it and I was like, nope, I don't need it, just because I have so many. But then the more I looked at it, and you guys know I have mentioned how much I loved ILLAMASQUA products, eyeshadows, just a few times. Now, I love it so much, but I don't think I have mentioned it that many times here on my channel just because they are so expensive. I think the singles are over $20. Definitely, I think they are $24, $23 or something like that. This is one of the singles that I have. You get 2 grams of products, and this is a British brand, so it's based out of the UK. And the singles are made in Germany. So honestly, I strongly believe in the product, the quality of the product itself, but I'm not so sure about the price. I mean, does one really need to spend $25 to get quality eyeshadows? Now these are quality, definitely 100% one of the best in my collection, but $25 is a lot. One shouldn't be spending so much on singles. But anyways, not that I'm judging. If you want, please go ahead and do whatever you want. I'm just saying, that's why I have been a little hesitant to talk about ILLAMASQUA eyeshadows so much, but I constantly use these, and every single time I totally enjoy them. So when I saw they actually have 2 eyeshadow palettes, one is like more on neutral side, not entirely neutral. They do have like few purples thrown in. I think it's called the Elemental palette. And this one, the one I picked up, is called the Experimental palette. Both eyeshadow, I think last year 2018 was their 10th anniversary, so this was launched as a part of their 10th anniversary collection, or maybe it's called the Rock and Roll collection, or maybe that's a separate collection, I'm not sure. But this is part of this 10th anniversary palette. I think the shape of the palette is the same as the shape of their single eyeshadow. They do have that curve. It looks very sexy, and the fabric, or I don't know, the material is kind of like a snake skin, kind of not very glossy, but at the same time it's not very matte, and it is a cardboard packaging, and it does come with a mirror, small mirror. It's not too big, to be honest. Easily I think you knock off 1 inch top and bottom, and maybe ½ an inch on either side, and that's the size of the mirror. It's just really small. And this palette, I just told you guys that all of the singles are made in Germany, but the palette is actually made in Thailand, so these are not made in Germany. And the names of the shades are actually written at the back of the palette. This actually came like in a silver box, which is very reflective, so just in case, it just comes in a silver box, and it says ILLAMASQUA Experimental Artistry Palette, and that's it. And you get 1 gram of product in each pan, so you get 12 eyeshadows and 1 gram in each pan. While that is a beautiful palette, while in the full-size singles you get 2 grams, so yeah, you get only half the size of product, but still 1 gram is a good size, you guys, really good size. So yeah, I guess compared to their full size, it is definitely, you can consider this a mini. So the names of the shadows are not in the printed underneath or above the shadows, the pans, so you would have to refer to them at the back of the palette. And the names of the shadows are not available online anywhere. You know how you look at the product page on a particular retailer's website or wherever, and you'd see like details, ingredients, and how to use and whatnot, just information for consumers. Just under like details or anywhere, you don't see the names of the shades, so it just says it's just an artistry palette. So yeah, let's get into the swatches, you guys. As you can see, it's like they have that beautiful gradient look going on, starting from yellow and then 3 different kinds of oranges. You'd probably thinking, do we really need all 3? Actually, they look very different on the eyes. This lighter shade is just kind of like a mustardy orange, mustardy peach, dark peach. Looks like this on the eye. It's slightly darker, meaning it kind of looks, has the depth of this shadow when you apply this shadow on the eyes. And when you apply this shadow, it has the depth of this color on the eyes. And when you apply this, I think that's a true orange. When you apply that, it's a little bit more darker. So they do not look the same on, none of these eyeshadows look the same on the eyes, I guarantee that. So let's swatch. This is the yellow. Now the yellow, I feel it could be better. I think the best yellow I've used so far is the one from Color Drain, the vivid pigments that they had launched last year. The yellow that came in that collection, that's really good. But this is good too. But to be honest, I need to on my skin tone, I need to build up all yellows. It's not, I haven't come across one yellow eyeshadow that just applies right away. No, there has to be building up with everything. But yeah, this is good, definitely. And then this is that lighter shade of peach, like a mustardy peach. That is that. As you can see, it actually, the swatch looks very true to what you see in the pan, I feel. There you go. So that is, let me just swatch it again so that you can see. That is a very pretty color, you guys. And it does not look ashy, it doesn't like disappear, or it doesn't look like my skin color kind of transition shade. This definitely shows up. And then there's the intermediate kind of orangey shade right there. As you can see, they are both different. Definitely they are different. Then this is the true orange shade. That is different. That is like the darker shade. Very pretty. That looks definitely darker on the eyes. Then we have a true red. Look at that swatch, you guys. So smooth. It just, there's no like, honestly, it's so opaque, right? It's like so opaque and it went on so smoothly. That is that red. And then there's a reddish purple. Reddish purple is pretty dark. There you go. It's a good pigmentation. There's the reddish purple. So that is the top row. Let's do the bottom row in this arm. Let me get rid of the swatch. Come on. There we go. Just going to throw it on the floor. This is that beautiful apple green. Did you see right there? That has very good pigmentation. The greens are all beautiful. Look at that. It's a very pretty green. And then there's this medium. It's not too pastel. Definitely it's not a pastel green. I mean, I guess it is, right? But it's not too white based. It's definitely, the green really pops. And then you have that medium toned green right there. That actually comes out really dark. That's more like a grass green. There you go. Do you see the difference? It's more like a grass green and this is more like a apple green. Then this shade, this teal shade, is just so good. Pigmentation is amazing. It's so smooth. There you go. Look at how smooth that swatch was. So beautiful. This is the shade I have in the lower lash line and the outer V. I don't even know how my makeup looks because it's been so long. That it does not look muddy or dark or black. Look at that, how like it looks true to, it looks exactly like you see in the pan. It still looks that good. It's so true to color. And I don't know if you can see the yellow there, and just below the yellow there's a little bit of hint of orange. I don't know if you can see that. Just there, that orange is the shade. The one in the center, that looks, that, I mean, how long have I had this makeup on? Easily 6 hours, 6 to 7 hours, and you can still see that it does not look muddy. It actually looks really good. The gradient in colors, yellow to that mustardy orange and this green, looks really good, you guys. Wait a minute, why do I have too much? Anyways, ignore the lower lash line. It doesn't look that good. So let's look at the blues. There's just one, actually there are two blues. There's this blue and then this bluish purple, and then there's this true purple. So that's that color that transitions from blue to purple. There's a bluish purple, and then there's this kind of periwinkle. I don't know, should I call it a periwinkle color? I don't really know. What am I saying? So that is that purplish blue color, and then we have the final shade, which is like a true purple. That would be the last one. Yeah, that is that shade. You can tell this has a little bit more pink in it than this color. So that is the second row. So those are the swatches. It's definitely a beautiful rainbow palette, and I'm really happy with the quality, you guys. Oh, by the way, how did I forget about the price? Now these retail for $50. I don't know how much the price was in pounds, because ILLAMASQUA is like a UK based brand. I think it was £40. I don't remember, but now they have slashed the prices a little bit, so it's kind of on 20% off for over 3 to 4 months. So they have kind of slashed the prices down, but still it says, you know, it is $50 US dollars, but it's down to $40 or something like that. So I did buy it at $40 or 40, 39, something like that. So yeah, I'm extremely happy. I'm so glad that I got the palette, because I mean, I do have most of the singles, so it's not repetition, because to be honest, I do not have so many oranges in this gradients, and all of them look really good, and they actually show up also on my eyelids. Now the colors that I have on my eyelids, they are from the DESI KATY Dose of Colors, the collab palette. All 3 shades are from that palette, and I use the mattes from the ILLAMASQUA. All in all, I'm extremely happy with it. If you want to try ILLAMASQUA eyeshadows, definitely you could consider this palette, because there's no way you could get 12 eyeshadows for $40 from ILLAMASQUA. I think even there are some websites, Beauty Expert, Skin Store, those kind of websites that sell ILLAMASQUA singles for less price. But how less can they go? Because the the actual price is like $25, so they go kind of to 17, 16, which is still a lot of money. So still, I think you would save a lot if you go with a palette. So just saying, yeah, I do not regret it. I am extremely happy with the palette. So I just wanted to come on here and share it with you guys. What else? Just because it's not a very popular palette, it is kind of on the expensive side. So I really wanted to come here and show you guys the swatches, and look at how they don't look muddy at all, you guys. And I'm very, very happy with the colors. So yeah, I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Thank you so much if you stayed till this end of this video. Thank you so much for spending your very precious time with me. Please do subscribe, it would mean a lot. And please hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up button, or like button if you liked what you saw. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye bye.